So noticing your hips, any contact that you're having with the earth. So in earth element, we are recognizing the grounding and connection that we have with nature and with the earth. And also with ourselves. So that groundedness is not just something separate to us joining the earth. It's also groundedness can come from deeply knowing yourself, deeply knowing what you want and who you are, and deeply knowing all of you, and honouring and welcoming and accepting all the parts of yourself. So if you think about somebody that you know who's really grounded, really centered, they're normally really confident within themselves. If you think of the opposite, somebody who's very anxious maybe and worried, they can sometimes seem a little frantic and a bit kind of scattered. So we're just really noticing our physical connection with the earth, and also noticing how we can mimic this within ourselves and how that feels to be really solidly know yourself, to know that you're supported and approved of by yourself. This is a real centeredness, grounded feeling, a grounded person, a grounded way to be. And just noticing your spine now rising up from this grounded pelvis, sit bones, legs. It's like your base, your foundation. And as you breathe in, just squeezing your perineum, squeezing your pelvic floor up, and imagining that we're bringing earth energy up through our legs, up through our sit bones, and up this column, up our spine. Like a plant would, drawing water from the earth. So each inhale you squeeze, imagining the energy coming up your spine, up to the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, you're letting go and relaxing into the seat. So the lifting of energy through your legs. And let's go a little bit deeper with that. Let's now imagine our roots. Your roots reaching into the earth. Reaching from your feet, from your legs, from your sit bones. Reaching all the way down through the rocks of the earth. Down, down, down into the blue diamond core of the earth. So this is your connectedness. This is your stability and groundedness. As a soul in physical form, we're connected with nature. We come from the earth and we return to the earth. So to remind ourselves of this connection helps us ground, helps us find stability. So now imagining that energy coming up, back through those roots, that blue, beautiful, peaceful energy. So we're going to use some of this energy later when we do our womb clearing. So just imagining that energy coming up your legs, now up through your feet, up through your sit bones, and going into your kidneys. So your kidneys are the store of your earth energy. So breathing deeply into your back body, filling out your kidneys. And as you exhale, you just let the energy flow out of your body, anything that you don't need. And as you breathe in, you're bringing that blue, calming, peaceful energy up through your legs, through your roots. There's an endless supply coming into you, replenishing you and filling your kidneys, soothing your adrenal glands. As you breathe in, imagine that you're inflating your kidneys, the back of your body. And that blue light circulates around your kidneys and your adrenal glands. And as you breathe out, anything that's dark, that doesn't need to stay, just gets let out through your exhalation. So a few more breaths like this. You can use your pelvic floor to squeeze as well, to draw the energy up through your roots, up through your legs and into your kidneys. And as you exhale, just letting go. 2 more breaths. Feeling your kidneys filled and supported, peaceful. And exhale, breathe it out. 1 more. And for one last one, we're going to hold our breath now. So we'll breathe all the way in, sucking up that energy through your legs, through your sit bones, into your kidneys, and hold your breath for a count of 6. And breathing out slowly, just relax your shoulders down. So we look a little bit more inward now. We've got this peaceful energy that's entered our body. We're going to bring some of that light, some of that energy into our belly and up into our heart space. And in your mind's eye, I now want you to just gently explore and give permission for your darkness, your inner dark goddess, the fierce you, the parts of you that are angry, the parts of you that are hurt, the parts of ourselves that maybe we don't shine so much light on, that we keep hidden, maybe we don't express as often. Just asking and setting an intention to welcome her, welcome all the parts of you. Visualizing what your inner goddess and all her darkness looks like. Now imagining that she's walked into the room with you. You can see her really clearly and you can sense her. What does she feel like? So there's a darkness, there's a lingering, and she feels like something. What does she feel like? Does she feel angry? Does she feel frustrated? Is she sad? Is she heavy? Does she feel mysterious, fierce, or separate? You welcome her in and she sits down next to you so that you can look at each other and you can really feel her now. Her energy is all around you. Breathing her in, just accepting her, making her feel welcome. And then asking her what it is that she wants to say. So a lot of the time our darkness are things that want to be heard, traumas, pains. If any emotions come, please feel welcome to feel them. We're asking her to bring her in her full entirety. So in order to release that and let her be lighter, we have to feel those emotions. So know we're in a safe space to feel, feeling them in our heart space and just asking her, what does she need to say? What does she want? And listening. So starting a two-way dialogue. Maybe it's a younger version of you, maybe it's you now, maybe it's parts of you now that you don't want to admit are there or you don't honour, maybe just are a little bit hidden and scared to show themselves. Maybe it's so fierce, the feeling, that it's overwhelming. But we welcome it all. We just give her a few moments, whatever she needs, asking her, what do you want to say? What do you need to be heard? What do you want? And she'll answer you, and you will know. And just listening, giving her that love that she's asking for, the ears, the attention. Keeping your heart open if you can. Just taking note of anything that maybe comes to your mind, maybe anything you hear or see. We're here welcoming it all, asking her what does she need, and just listening. Reassuring her that you're listening and you want to know what it is that she needs. What does she need to say? What does she want to be heard? What does she feel? And with your heart open, you're allowing light to shine upon her. You watch her as she visibly changes from really dark and solemn. She can sense the warmth of you and it's contagious. Your welcome, your love for her, your openness and your listening warms her and shines light on her so she can totally be herself. Whether it's huge amounts of anger, frustration, sadness, whatever it is, encourage her to let you know that you're here for her. She can let you know whatever she feels. And as she's telling you more and more, you can hold her hands, stroke her hair, really look into her eyes and hear her. Even if she's shouting and she's sad, she's angry, just be here for her. Breathe her in, feel her pain. Feeling it wherever it is in your body. You might notice that you feel more tight in your chest or your belly. Just breathing it all in. Keeping an open heart. Telling her you hear her. Telling her that you love her. And that you're here for her and you approve of everything she does and is. You accept her. And then let her carry on talking, expressing. So she knows she's in a safe place to really be herself. She tells you her deepest, darkest feelings. You reassure her that you really want to know what she needs and hear her. you welcome her and love her. Just keep reminding her, she might not have heard this for some time. Stroking her hair, kissing her forehead, holding her if she's sad. Just letting her have her dialogue, have her time to speak. Squeezing her hand, rubbing her shoulders. Now reminding her that anytime she needs to communicate with you, you're here, you're listening. And anything that she's upset about, that you know and you feel it too. And that no matter what, you are always there for her. She's never alone. She's always loved. She's never alone. You've always got her. Give her an embrace to show her that. You're always here and she's always heard. She always has someone that will listen to her, and it's you. That's never going to change. Just breathing that in, giving her a really big cuddle. You feel how much lighter she is. And she knows now that this dialogue is open and that she can come to you when she needs to. And you can repeat this often. Really lovely practice. Each time may bring up different things. Obviously she can't tell you it all in one go. But each time you come and sit with her, your inner darkness, your inner dark goddess, you're shining a little more light and creating this connection between her and you, bringing all the parts of you back together so that you are the wonderful you in wholeness, in groundedness, in centeredness. You honor and accept all of who you are. And know that you don't need validation or approval or anything from outside. You can give it totally to yourself, always. You remind her of that. She's always got you. And just noticing how you feel. So whatever you're feeling in your heart space, in your belly, in your body, just taking deep breaths into it and let it be here. So in order to welcome all the parts of us, we really need to welcome the feelings. So in order to welcome her and let her be heard, we have to feel what she feels. All the parts of you deserve to be felt and welcomed and be integrated. So allow yourself to feel, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's things you've not wanted to feel for a long time. Know that you have support and you have love. And the parts of you that are feeling that pain, that anger, that frustration, that unheard feeling where you just feel like no one hears you, they are all heard. You can give that gift to yourself, always. You can listen and love yourself. And that really is the only way to be able to do this for anyone else, to be able to do it for ourselves first. You come first, your priority and number one, to love yourself. Love that inner darkness, that little girl, that inner dark goddess who just is screaming out for your love and attention. So breathing into how that feels. And just placing your arms around yourself. Just give yourself a bit of a hug, give you a bit of a squeeze, rub the tops of your arms. This is a really soothing place to rub. And rubbing your hands together, placing them over your eyes. Just breathing into that. And then we're just going to rub down our face to our heart space. Bring your hands to your heart space. We're just saying thank you, thank you, thank you to our heart for all the things we can feel. The fact that we can really learn, relearn, remember how to really deeply love ourselves and how that allows us to bring more love into the world. We start within, and that changes everything without. When you're ready, just dropping your hands and take your time, maybe opening your eyes. If you want to write anything down, I can grab some pens and paper or grab your journal if there's anything you want to write down.